What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! All flight, no fear. Today, my 30s is here. Woo! Freestyle on that intro. Woo! Oh, man. Hey, man, wish your boy happy birthday for y'all that are on the YouTube side, man. It is a blessing, you know what I'm saying, to make it this far in 30, man. God is good. God is great. FTC brothers, you guys are amazing. Look at what we got for one of our presents for our birthday today, man. We got a courtside report. MyPlayer Builder NBA 2K26. Now, I told you guys, NBA 2K26, this will be literally their last chance. If 2K26 is at least not decently mid, we are taking a break from 2K until the PS6 drops. Facts. All right. So, hey, 2K, you guys know how we rock, man. 80% of what we play on 2K is MyPlayer. So, let's see if 2K is on their stuff this year, bro. Check it out. Halliburton gonna be on the interview again.
Hey everyone, Tyrese Halliburton here with Zach from NBA 2K to show the detailed features available in the 2K26 MyPlayer Builder. In this courtside report, we'll focus on the new animation glossary, build by badges, new scouting reports, and the new 2K26 MyPlayer Builder. In this courtside report, we'll focus on the...
All right, right off the bat, when you go into the menu for the MyPlayer Builder, how are you guys feeling about this? I know every year they usually like change like the menus and how you navigate and stuff. Is it so far? Does it look like it's pretty easy to navigate? Is it a W or are they doing too much?
New animation glossary, build by badges, new scouting reports, and a lot more. Now let's get started.
This year, the MyPlayer Builder excels at giving players all the tools to make informed decisions when creating their future superstar. Starting with the animation glossary, this brand new feature will list every animation with details, attribute, and height requirements. If you have a specific player you want to model your game after, like Tyrese Halliburton for example, use the search function to find who you're looking for, making it easy to see all the requirements you need to meet to equip their animations.
I'm not gonna lie, it's about time they actually had something like this, bro. Because I be hating to click on everything and then keep scrolling down and I find something that, you know what I'm saying? At least you can now type in the animations in the keyword. I guess that's a lowercase w, right? Makes it easier to find everything, makes things faster. When we create our player, we're not going to be sitting here for an hour and a half, maybe like 52 minutes.
I love that there are a lot of options to choose from. Me personally, I'm a YouTube merchant when it comes to finding a good build.
Create your own build will sift through dozens of NBA player comparisons before choosing the best animations associated with the suggested players and assign them as default animations for a more enjoyable and streamlined experience.
Hey, whoever it is, this is a real one. They got all Curry builds and Lillard, damn it.
The new Build by Badges feature in NBA 2K26 can help shape the framework for your MyPlayer. Choose your desired badges and tiers: bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, and legend. The minimum attribute points required will automatically be locked in. Spend your remaining attribute points to max out categories of your choosing and reach a 99 potential overall without missing out on your must-haves.
Okay.
Scouting reports display your best badges and attributes and coaches you on your strengths and weaknesses. For example, if you make a point guard
ISO save it
with a low pass accuracy rating, the builder will flag this as an area of concern, potential detriment to your teammates.
This might be more in depth than the scouting reports I see during the season. This is pretty fire.
Halliburton, bro, this gotta stop, fam. Yeah, Halliburton, bro. You know, I fuck with Halliburton, man. I don't want people to be thinking like niggas is hating, but it's just like, bro, come on, man. It just gets to a point. Did you just say this is more in depth than actual trained NBA scouts IRL? Hey, they got my man Halliburton working overtime on these scripts, bro. I mean, shit, is Halliburton selling you guys right now? Does this make you want to buy the game, like the most expensive edition right now?
Max
got
Plus Ones are back,
this is in their
and
game
now
last
there are
year
new
too.
Max Plus Twos. They work just like they sound. Max Plus Ones push badges one tier beyond their max potential, and Max Plus Twos take them 2 tiers higher. Takeover Surge, Hot Start, and Clutch Gene are perks that temporarily boost your badges up 1 tier in different game situations. They can even boost a badge beyond their max potential. New in 2K26, build specialization goals allow you to enhance your MyPlayer's potential in a specific skill area. For each save, you can pick one of 5 areas to specialize in: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding.
One second. All right, build special, choose specialize, send yourself a journey.
Finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding. Each area features 9 unique goals that test your abilities in that specialty. Your mastery will earn you rewards tailored to each skill area, including skill boosts, unique apparel and cosmetics, new archetype names, cap breakers for that skill area, and permanent max +1 and max +2.
How is all these menu options looking so far? One in the chat, is it a W, 2? Is it like or 3, or do you think they're just doing too much?
Perks.
To be honest, bro, I don't mind like the simple shit, bro. Like, I mean, it's cool. Like, okay, you got some good like visually appealing things you can choose from the menu. But bro, I'm a simple nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me find my archetype. Let me find the right badges or whatever like that. Cause nigga, I'll tell you this, bro. One thing, bro, you get super stoned and you start looking at all that shit, bro. You're gonna be stuck here for like 2.5 hours.
Cap breakers aren't just back in NBA 2K; they're evolving. In NBA 2K,
I ain't gonna lie, like some people may not like it, but I do like cap breakers. I kind of like that you can like later on in your MyPlayer like boost up your attributes and stuff.
Each cap breaker will still raise your highest rated and strongest attributes by 1 point, but if you choose to apply them to your lowest rated attributes, you will see larger boosts. For example, if your favorite MyPlayer build is struggling in the rec because you left its free throw rating low, a cap breaker could raise your free throw rating by double digits and provide a significant improvement.
Cap breakers were a game changer in 2K25. I'm glad they're back in 2K26. My boys are gonna be hype about that.
Bro. Rebirth.
Rebirth has multiple tiers this year, letting you carry over more progress from your existing saves than ever before. Silver Rebirth is unlocked at 90 overall and allows you to instantly unlock any newly created MyPlayer's maximum potential to the highest overall rating that you previously reached.
Honestly, with me, I'm gonna do the same thing on last year. I've already talked to like all my squad for like 2K and stuff. Same circle, no new niggas. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'll just decide that, bro. I'm gonna start off doing a simple meta point guard build that I always do every year, and I'll do my rebirth on like a wet bananas type of build.
Across new saves, you will unlock Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth. These new Rebirth tiers automatically upgrade your badges to their respective level once attribute requirements are met.
The MyPlayer Builder in 2K26 gives you all the tools to make the best possible build, so you can be a difference maker on the court. Whether you create your own build from scratch or build by badges, find what works for you with numerous personalization options.
It was fun breaking down all the new features in the MyPlayer Builder this year. Thanks for joining me, Tyrese.
Pre-order NBA 2K26 Superstar or Leave No Doubt Edition today and start testing the revamped MyPlayer Builder sooner with early access, starting on August 29th.
All right, you got the official MyPlayer Builder out right now. One in the chat, does this make you want to right now stop everything you're doing and pre-order the game? With the cover art right there, you know what I'm saying? Or 2, hell no, you need to see some more stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, this is cool, I guess, but bro, we need to see the gameplay. We need to make sure stuff is intact. We all care about the gameplay at this point. They can do whatever they want. They can make the menu motherfucking futuristic looking, bro. Everybody at this point, I feel like if they have a decent high IQ, bro, you should know to look out for the gameplay. And you know, honestly, don't be fooled by stuff like this, bro. Yeah, we gonna have to see the gameplay. We're gonna have to see how the park looks like. They've already, I believe, said that the city is coming back. Nobody wants the city, but they still brought it back anyway. Yeah, man, we're going to have to see all the park stuff. So, hey, man, whenever the park information is out, let me know. Whenever the My Team information is out, let me know. Okay, so, like, I told you guys I was going to do this off stream, so this is going to be the same part of the video. We got the man Joe Knows with the official breakdown of the 2K26 MyPlayer Builder. You guys gotta know, Joe Knows is one of the people that's sponsored by 2K, so he always gives the inside exclusives. We've been, you know what I'm saying, on it the last few years, reacting to a lot of the new stuff. If you are unfamiliar, let's check it out. We're gonna put in speed too.
The time has finally come. Our first look at the NBA 2K26
now,
MyPlayer.
I told you guys basically that I'm gonna be making the same type of meta guard build that I always usually make, like a two-way shot creator, playmaking type stuff, whatever, you know, something around 6'3 to 6'7, whichever one, you know, applies for the badges that I'm trying to get. All right, so with that being said, when it comes to like the rebirths, I will make a wet bananas build, but I'm still going to be using the same type of build. I've already talked to like my squad and everything.
We're going to break everything down. We
I don't know if I said that in the beginning of the video.
Breakdown video
it's a
from
2-on-1.
Halliburton. We got the courtside report, a ton of information in this video, so make sure y'all drop a like. Let's get 10,000 likes on this video, the official NBA 2K26 MyPlayer Builder reveal. So let's check this thing out. Let's really break this down real quick. We have our attributes. All the attribute categories are the same. It's the same stuff from last year.
Okay.
The badges down here, you still got your Legend Hoff gold, silver, bronze. They're all the same. The first 2K ever, from what I can remember, I might be wrong, let me know down in the comments. No badges added, no badges removed. Okay, so attributes, badges are the same. Now, in terms of how expensive attributes are, how the attributes actually connect to each other, you know, like last year when you put up your ball handle, your layup went up, stuff like that, we'll have to see if that's all the same. And then, of course, how expensive each attribute is changes every year. So in terms of the builds you can make, I'm going to assume those are going to be a bit different, but we're going to have to wait and see. Now, over here, same stuff. Position, height, weight, wingspan. Over here, a new little quality of life thing that we already heard about was that now you can see your potential body types. You see, you can scroll with the right stick, so you get 3 potential body types just like last year, but now you can actually see. I know a lot of people probably don't care, but for someone like me, where I'm trying to make builds with specific body types, it was very tedious to like make the build as a 60, check the body types, delete it, do it again. So that's a small little quality of life thing. Most people probably don't care, but a psychopath like me, I actually do care. So I like that they added that. But let me know what y'all think about the overall look and layout of this builder. Let's get into this breakdown video. I'm gonna not pause it. You guys can pause it if you want, but I'm not gonna interrupt. And then afterwards, we'll go over all the pictures that we saw in this. But I'm gonna just let it play and let's see what they got.
Hey everyone, Tyrese Halliburton here with Zach from NBA 2K.
So unless he's breaking this down, this is the stuff we just
That's
seen.
head. Like,
Okay, no, we're not gonna skip
Tyrese
it.
Halliburton here
He's
with
gonna be giving, you know, his actual breakdown. So I don't want you guys to think I'm looking at the same thing
Zach
again.
from NBA 2K to show the detailed features available in the 2K26 MyPlayer Builder.
Okay, I already lied. Zach is the dev that's head.
Hey, I don't care what anybody says, bro. It may sound like this is the only time I usually take notes on certain things. Like literally, we gonna be taking notes. I was gonna write it in my phone notepad, but I think it's better just for me to write it out and stuff. The only time we ain't take notes in school, but we gonna take notes when it comes to this 2K. Like I said, man, this is 2K's last chance, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Like his
y'all
head
make the best.
responsibility is the builder, just so y'all know who Zach Timmerman is.
In this courtside report, we'll focus on the new animation glossary, build by badges, new scouting reports, and a lot more. Now let's get started.
This year, the MyPlayer Builder excels at giving players all the tools to make informed decisions when creating their future superstars. Starting with the animation glossary, this brand new feature will list every animation with details, attribute, and height requirements. If you have a specific player you want to model your game after, like Tyrese Halliburton for example, use the search function to find who you're looking for, making it easy to see all the requirements you need to meet to equip their animations.
I love that there are a lot of options to choose from. Me personally, I'm a YouTube merchant when it comes to finding a good build.
Create your own build will sift through dozens of NBA player comparisons.
Y'all think Tyrese watches the channel? Y'all think Tyrese watches the channel? Come on, baby. Lock in with me, Tyrese.
Hey, Joe knows. Let Tyrese know to stop reading off a script, bro. Just tell Tyrese to blink next time he's on camera, and we can all, like everybody in the 2K community, we all don't have his back, bro. Ronald and Mike Wayne out there being devious.
Animations
What they doing?
with the suggested players and assign them as default animations for a more enjoyable and streamlined experience from the start.
Okay. Build
The
by
new
badge.
Build by Badges feature in NBA 2K26 can help shape the framework for your MyPlayer. Choose your desired badges and tiers: bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, and legend. The minimum attribute points required will automatically be locked in. Spend your remaining attribute points to max out categories of
Okay,
your
so
choosing.
he's not really
to reach-
explaining anything
You make a
when he starts talking.
Depth in
again.
the scouting reports I see during the season. This is pretty fine.
max +1s are back.
No! No! Yo, y'all niggas don't understand how much of a bad look that is. Bro, like I said, Nose is sponsored by 2K, so he's going to the community days. He's playing the game early. He's getting the inside scoop of 2K. You know what I'm saying? And it's no offense to Nose, but let's be a little bit real. When you usually something like that, you can really only have like a very limited amount of like just negative stuff you can say or even look with like body language and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact. Or just 2K and EA just can't take constructive criticism. We all know that. Bro, the fact Nose made that face literally like just confirmed everything I said. For one, Tyrese is reading off of a script, and two, Nose is smelling cap. Bro, how are y'all capping in a trailer builder, man? Just tell, bro.
In the season. This is pretty fine.
Mix.
This might be more in depth than the scouting reports I see during the season. This is pretty fine.
Bro, that's literally the same thing that I said. Bro, I got up out the chair, I believe, in the beginning of the video about it. Because the reason why I may be a little bit like, you about Flight, yeah, how you not remember this? One of the other half of the video was on stream, and this other half is off stream because I said I was gonna react to the Nose thing. But Madden 26 is out, so I wanted to jump on that. But now the servers is down and shit. But no, bro. Come on, Tyrese, bro. Better than the NBA scouts. Bro, once again, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I would have left that in the drafts. That was actually genuinely crazy.
Max Plus 1s are back, and now there are new Max Plus 2s. They work just like they sound. Max Plus 1s push badges one tier beyond their max potential, and Max Plus 2s take them 2 tiers higher. Takeover Surge, Hot Start, and Clutch Gene are perks that temporarily boost your badges up 1 tier in different game situations. They can even boost a badge beyond their max potential. New in 2K26, build specialization goals allow you to enhance your MyPlayer.
I know I said I wasn't going to pause, but bro, you could get cat breakers. In this build specialization, you can get cat breakers. Shooting cat breakers. So that's cat breakers are now specific to category, like to attribute category. And you can get badge max +1, badge max +2s, unique shooting archetype names. So you could unlock build names in here too. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the start of this so I don't interrupt. Build
I actually didn't even notice that when I looked first.
New in 2K26, build specialization goals allow you to enhance your MyPlayer's potential in a specific skill area. For each save, you can pick one of 5 areas to specialize in: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding. Each area features 9 unique goals that test your abilities in that specialty. Your mastery will earn you rewards tailored to each skill area.
Hear that right?
Max +1 and Max +2 badge perks.
I'm skipping to the part where he starts talking because I don't want y'all to feel like we're looking at the same thing.
Did I hear that right? It said for every build you have to pick one category. When we break down the actual courtside report in the text, we'll make sure, but I'm pretty sure he said you can only pick one per build. Like you have to pick one of the 5 categories. We'll see what it says in the courtside report.
Cap breakers aren't just back in NBA 2K, they're evolving. In NBA 2K26, each cap breaker will still raise your highest rated and strongest attributes by 1 point, but if you choose to apply them to your lowest rated attributes, you will see larger boosts. For example, if your favorite MyPlayer build is struggling in the rec because you left its free throw rating low, a cap breaker could raise your free throw rating by double digits and provide a significant improvement.
Cap breakers were a game changer in 2K25. I'm glad they're back in 2K26. My boys are going to be hype about that.
It's just having to
Rebirth
look
has
at the
multiple
camera
tiers
so I
this
see
year,
that.
letting you carry over more progress from your newly all across upgrade your
W, you don't have to...
effective level once attribute requirements are met.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that's a W. You don't have to grind... Like, you pretty much don't... You only have to grind your badges 1 time, pretty much. And then any build you make after that is gonna have max badges right off the rip.
Ooh.
Nah, they're smart. Yo.
Ooh. I didn't even notice that when we first was watching the trailer, you know, with just, you know, us on the stream and stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to give you know. You guys know I'll be rough on 2K, bro. Low key, that's one of the biggest W's they've had in the last like 3 to 5 years. And let me explain why, bro. You heard that right? So that literally means it's like you buying new clothes right from the 2K store, and let's say you make, you know what I'm saying, a new MyPlayer. You still get to keep those same clothes. You don't gotta rebuy them and stuff and everything, I believe, right? So it's just like at the same time, the same thing applies with badges. Let's say you maxed out a whole bunch of badges on a point guard build, and whatever those specific badges that you maxed out, it will transfer over to a new MyPlayer. So let's say, you know, knock on wood, if you know, your MyPlayer gets corrupted or some shit, or you need to make a new player build or whatever. Basically, if you're still on that same account, you know, you get to keep those badges, bro. Like that actually saves a lot of time. You see, like, I think people don't want to, well, people have been saying this, but I feel like another thing that needs to be like really more up in the upfront, like 2K, you got to be honest with yourselves, bro. Like, you guys low key, I feel like, are making people damn near work as hard on the game compared to how they would work in real life if they was actually hooping. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you actually really, if you're a 99 overall, you know what I'm saying? You really got to put it in perspective, like on 2K. If you're a 99 overall in like the first 3 months, bro, that's a significant amount of time you are inside the crib, unless you're having somebody else grind your account. If you're doing it yourself, bro, that is a significant amount of time you're in the crib. Like, bro, there's literally like bro, you know, and then sometimes I feel like people just get demotivated. Like, nigga, I get demotivated, nigga, but the fact all year in the game, which is, I still play like a 99 regardless, but bro, I'm a whole 94, bro. And usually with every 2K, that's how my overall is. Even like the ones with 2K20 and 2K19, I think my highest overall within between 2K19 and 2K25, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was a 96. You know what I'm saying? And to some people that are real hardcore sweats on the game and literally no life it, that's like being a 75 to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, for granted, it's always comes down to how you play the game, and if you're good, like, you know what I'm saying, your boy Flight, you know, on the other hand. So, you know, I actually like that. I feel like that's going to keep more people on the game. Now, the thing that's going to help is the gameplay. See, 2K, y'all are taking the right steps with that, but the gameplay. Remember, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see improved.
People are going to be making builds.
Yeah, this facts. I was just about to say it, but it slipped off the back of my head, bro. This 2K26, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. This probably might be the year of like the builds for people. Like people are gonna like normalize having like 5 different builds. Like don't even be surprised if I have 3. Usually it's 2 at most, but 3. Now that I hear that badge thing, because I might just want to test out. Like I've always wanted to test out playing like with a small forward. You know, like a Kevin Durant like type of build, like type ish. But hey, it may come, man. You never know.
Making builds.
People are gonna be making builds for
The
sure,
MyPlayer
bro.
Builder in 2K26 gives you all the tools to make the best possible build, so you can be a difference maker on the court. Whether you create your own build from scratch or build by badges, find what works for you with numerous personalization options.
It was fun breaking down all the new features in the MyPlayer Builder this year. Thanks for joining me, Tyrese.
Pre-order NBA 2.
Okay. Get your comments down below. Let's start the discussion down there. We got a lot to break down. All right, like I said, we're going to go back and look at all the images. So this is that animation keyword search. So you can search for animations directly by players' names. You also see right behind is like the glossary of all the animations. I think it was kind of there last year, but this looks like it's a little bit more concise. You can quickly get to what you need to. I think that's a good addition. All right, check this one out. This one's a pretty big deal in my opinion. Custom takeover. Customize and save your own takeover. Select up to 3 attributes to boost your takeover. Select from the list of your qualified takeover abilities. All right, so over here, you can name the takeover. They just named it custom. Then, over here, you can pick 3 attributes. They pick speed with ball, 3-pointer, and close shot. Over here, it shows the attribute progression as it raises as you go up from level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the takeover. And then over here, you have the takeover ability that says you have to qualify for. Now, I'm assuming it's like last year where you qualify for the takeover abilities through certain animation thresholds. Like you got to have a certain 3-pointer or mid-range to unlock like the shooting takeover or whatever. But the one they have here is lethal layup. Improves the ability to finish tough layups and floaters in traffic. So I think that was in 2K25, I believe, last year. But you can customize your takeover. You can pick 3. You can pick, it sounds like any 3 attributes you want. Because the 3 they picked is 3 different categories. You have a playmaking one like speed with ball, a shooting one like 3-pointer, and then a finishing one like close shot. So it looks like you can pick any 3 attributes you want to have boosted as you progress through your takeover, and then pick any takeover ability that you qualify for. What do y'all think about custom takeovers now? Get your comments in down below. Build by badges. So essentially, you basically just have to right-click in on whatever badge level you want, and that will automatically put your attributes to that level. I think this will definitely help more casual players, you know, not make certain mistakes in terms of missing out on a certain badge level that they want. But for anyone who's like a builder head, I don't think this is like a super big addition. Like if you're in the builder and you lab the builder all the time, like someone like me, like I'm probably not going to use this, but I understand the value for a more casual player, making the builder a little bit easier for them. We have the overall builder layout that we talked about in the beginning of the video. The end screen of after you make a build, I like the layout of it. It looks clean. It's not, you know, again, it's not like game changing. It's not making the game better or worse, but it's a nice refreshed look. And then also the ability to just go back to your builds as opposed to like having to edit build and then back all the way out like you had to do last year. It's a nice little quality of life addition. This is the one right here. You get badge max +1s, badge max +2s. And then you also down here, like he was talking about, like Clutch Gene, also gonna like help boost your badges, but only like at the end of a game or end of a close game type of thing. You have the chance to have more badge maxes. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be chaos. Badge max +2s is crazy. You could put a gold badge to legend, bro. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. All right, build specialization. This was the thing you could unlock, like cat rating, archetype names, all that.
One thing, let's not get it twisted. You can talk all these badges that you want. At the end of the day, you have to be nice at the game, bro. There's people that have all maxed out badges to legend and everything, and it's still trash. If you know how to proper use the stick work and just know how to move while you're playing, bro.
Stuff.
Like,
so you have 5 categories. I believe from what they said, you could only choose 1 category for each build. And looking at this, you have to qualify for that category. Like this build, whatever build they're on here, doesn't qualify for the rebounding because you need 60 offensive or defensive rebound. He only has 36 and a 49. Same thing here with defense. He doesn't meet the requirements of perimeter and steal or interior and block. But playmaking, you only need 60 pass sack or 60 ball handle. Shooting, 60 mid or 63. And then finishing either 60 layup and 60 driving dunk or 60 close shot and 60 standing. So it doesn't look like the requirements are very high, but if you made a build with like absolutely no defense, you can't then pick the defensive build specialization. Makes sense. Then you got cap breakers. They broke this down. I'm sure maybe some of you are a little confused by it, but pretty much the lower the attribute, the more the cap breaker is going to give you. But as you can see, like as you go higher, it's going to go down. So for example, because his agility is only 83, the first cap breaker will be +2, but now that it would be 85 after the +2, then it drops down to +1s. Just like on the free throw, since it's a 44 free throw, you're getting +11, then you're getting +9, then it drops to 7, 7, and 5. So, I mean, let's do the math quick. 44 plus 11 is 55, +9, 64, +7, 71, plus another 7, 78, +5, 83. So you could go from 44 free throw to 83 free throw with 5 cap breakers. I'm not saying anybody would do that, but it is a good way to, like, remember when they were talking about respecking your builds and like you could trade your build in, or like they weren't talking about it, we kind of talked about it. Like, so you didn't have to remake your build just because you made a mistake. I feel like this is a way to kind of save you if you make a mistake with your build. Like you said, like you don't have any free throw, now you can have some free throw, you don't have to remake your whole build. But I feel like more like sweaty players are definitely just gonna be making builds like to utilize the +1s to, because like, you know, like once you get into the 90s, those attributes are so expensive in the builder, you drop it down, use those attributes elsewhere, then use your +1 cap breakers to push it there. But I wonder how many cap breakers we're gonna get as well, especially if you're unlocking them. It's not all just through rep like it was last year. Now you're getting it in that build specialization thing. I wonder if maybe you could get cap breakers elsewhere. And then the last thing was the new rebirth. Like we already talked about this, but this is nice. The fact that you don't just get silver badges and then you got to grind the rest, or like last year you use those badge boosters, or I think they're called boosters or whatever they were called. Now you're just going to be able to just have all your badges as soon as you make a build. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like that too.
Let's get into the courtside report. 2K26 MyPlayer Builder Courtside Report. The MyPlayer Builder in NBA 2K26 offers more insight about your build with an all-new animation glossary, detailed scouting reports, and more. All right, this is just an intro. If y'all wanna read it, you can. MyPlayer Builder. Your NBA career starts with the MyPlayer Builder. Create your player from scratch or lean on a pre-made template
a reading teacher
and complete your vision. NBA 2K26 features updated animation glossary and all new body type previews. Animation glossary. We already got the breakdown in the video on this, but let's see if there's any more details in here. Creating your MyPlayer can feel like a big decision. There are several variables to consider when building a MyPlayer from scratch, like which player's scoring and dribble animations you'll be able to use when you're in the heat of competition. The brand new animation glossary in 2K26 is available to help you make more informed decisions when building your MyPlayer. Then this paragraph talks more about the animation glossary that we heard about. There are numerous outcomes within the MyPlayer Builder this year. Each create your own build will sift through dozens of NBA player comparisons before choosing the best animations associated with the suggested players and assign them as default animations for a more enjoyable and streamlined experience. Okay, so when you make your build, it's going to recommend animations based on what your build qualifies for, essentially giving you, like, hopefully the better animations to use. But I feel like this is a way for more casual players to just make a build and jump into some gameplay as opposed to having, it becomes a little tedious, even for like somebody who plays the game all the time. Like, you make a new build, you got to put your jump shot on, your dunks on, your dribble moves on, your layup packages on, your scoring moves on, all that stuff. With this, it's just going to at least give you something to work with, and then obviously the more casual you are, you probably won't care, just go hoop. The more sweaty you are, you're going to customize it, or just as you go, you'll customize it. But build by badges, we talked about this. Basically, you can choose the badge you want, right-click on it, and it'll automatically put the attribute thresholds to that. Body types. Get a glimpse of your MyPlayer's body type in 2K26 with all new visual previews of what you can unlock as you're making it. Unlock body types by completing 3-star Gatorade gym workouts to give yourself more variety. Build templates. Eager to get on the court quickly? Hit the ground running with pre-made builds and expedite your MyPlayer creation. Choose from 3 different template types and fine-tune it to meet your needs. Comment down below. I'm actually curious. How many of you have made a template build? Whether it's NBA, community build, or Pro Toon build, how many of you have made a template build, or do you always make like your own custom build? I'm actually very curious about people that tune into my channel. Do you actually make template builds or no? NBA, play like your favorite NBA players with an NBA template. These builds come equipped with signature animations that mirror the style and actions of the real-life counterparts. Each season, a new set of themed NBA templates will be revealed and added to the MyPlayer Builder library. Season 1 will feature a collection of players who have had multiple NBA All-Star appearances. Okay, just like last year, NBA template builds. Community builds. Starting in Season 2, new templates submitted by some of the best build makers in the NBA 2K community will be added into the mix, showcasing creativity, originality, and competitive playstyles. Stay tuned to learn more about the new submission process. There you go. Some of you guys that want to try to get your builds into the game, stay tuned to learn more about the new submission process and how you can submit your MyPlayer build for a chance to be featured.
They did that last year, bro.
I know some of y'all are gonna like that. Pro Toon, designed by the NBA 2K development team at Visual Concepts, select a position and best skill to filter a curated list of builds that suit your preferences. NBA 2K26 boasts roughly 10 times the number of archetype names available in 2K25, offering more unique titles that better communicate your MyPlayer's strengths. Scouting report. The final step of the MyPlayer Builder in 2K26 is a new scouting report feature to help you understand what type of build you've made. It displays your best badges, attributes, and coaches you on strengths and weaknesses. For example, if you make a point guard with a low pass accuracy rating, the builder will flag this as an area of concern. Height balancing. Listen to this. The game is growing literally. The max height for MyPlayers in NBA 2K26 is now 7'4". Those Wemby builds, hey, everyone's gonna be on them Wemby builds. This is
What was last year, like 7'2" or 7'3"? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, 7'4" kind of sounds nice. That sounds really nice. I ain't gonna lie, nice and cheese, bro.
decision was made by popular demand. However, the MyPlayer Builder has been balanced to ensure that all height measurements, short and tall, can be effective against anyone on the court and encourage more build diversity.
You see, man, I'm not buying that, bro, because, like, here's my problem. Let's say if I have my point guard meta build and somebody's 7'4", does that mean they're still going to be able to just back down and just do all the moves, even if I time everything right defensively, bro? Like, I don't like those false hopes.
Like I said last video, I love the sounds of it. I just hope they execute it.
Thank you, bro. That's the exact shit that I'm saying, bro. And, bro, in all honesty, too, you guys know I don't duck smoke. I love playing the stage. I love, you know what I'm saying, Annie or whatever you call it and stuff. But, bro, I have never more, and out of any 2K, than 2K25 played in the theater mode, bro. I actually look down on playing in the theater mode because it's just like, that's like for the stuff that people like, they come home casually, they'll play the game for like a few hours or an hour type ish and then just like dip. Bro, like the real comp is in the stage, in the ante, or whatever you want to call it, bro, and everybody knows that. But the problem is, especially with the build that I had this year, like with the guard, bro, like if I'm playing anybody that's 6'11 and up, all they're doing in the post is just glitch drop stepping and you can't do anything to defend it. Like for sure, if you got your steal up like I do and stuff to a 99, you're able to like strip the ball, but that's only about 80% effective. You know what I'm saying? And like not even that, it's just like they can back down, they can like spin off the back down and stuff like that, do fading mid ranges and stuff, bro. It's just, yeah, bro, that sounds nice. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like something, oh man, that's gonna get me sold. But are y'all gonna actually execute it, just like Nose was just saying?
Tell me that all you want, but you gotta execute it and actually have that be the case. But every height in the game having like a viable, every height in the game having the ability to be effective would be a beautiful thing, and it would lead to more build diversity. Also 7-4s, okay? Badges, takeovers, and cat breakers. Take your game to the next level with badges, takeovers, and cat breakers. These specialized boosts can be equipped and used to activate specific abilities on the court and improve your builds throughout the year for fresh playstyles. Badge perks. All right, now we're gonna get some detail here. Let's see if we learn anything new. Up your game with badge perks that boost your badges even further, even after they've reached their max potential. Max +1 and max +2. Max +1s are back, and now there are new max +2s. They work just like they sound. Max +1s push your badges 1 tier beyond their max potential, and max +2s take them 2 tiers higher. You got a badge that is maxed out at gold, a max +2 perk can boost it all the way to legend. Takeover Surge. Badges equipped with this perk will be boosted 1 tier beyond their max potential while you have Takeover level 5 active. Man, hold on, let's keep going. Hot Start. Badges equipped with this perk will be boosted 1 tier beyond their max potential during the early portions of games. Clutch Gene. Badges equipped with this perk will be boosted 1 tier beyond their max potential during high-pressure situations, including late-game situations in the park and the end of fourth quarter and overtime. Man, people's badges are about to be cracked. It is going to be chaos in terms of the badge levels on the court. Takeover Surge, Hot Start.
I ain't gonna lie. If you were smart, which I can't do that because we have to be on the game the day one it drops on the 29th early edition and stuff like that. I mean, man, it's just... But, bro, you know you can make the best of the best build if you literally let the game marinate for 2 weeks and then just look at all the, like, top YouTube vids and stuff like that, bro. See, that's the only thing I'm afraid about, bro. Like, I've actually been pretty good and solid. Like every build that I make, I never really had to start over. I think the last game I had to start over the build, was it 2K22? I think it was 2K22. You know what I'm saying? It sucks when you gotta accept that you gotta restart your MyPlayer, bro. That's probably the top 5 worst feelings of life. I don't think nobody ever discusses about that. As you know what I'm saying?
Seasonal rewards with one available each
a 2K
season.
head.
Okay, so you won't have them all at the same time. Badge perks reset to their original tier once the season ends. Meanwhile, badge elevators continue to provide permanent upgrades within a badge's max potential, and performance multipliers accelerate badge progression. Badge accelerators. Complete drills during team practices to earn badge accelerators that speed up progression of the badge that you practiced for a limited number of games. The higher your star rating in a drill, the more impact the accelerator will have. The good thing is with the rebirth stuff, I don't think we're gonna have to be grinding badges that much this year at all. Takeover progression. After creating your MyPlayer, you will be automatically assigned a takeover that best fits your archetype. As you heat up on the court and fill up the 5 levels of your takeover meter over multiple games, you will unlock over 40 takeover related rewards. These include takeover tokens, takeover presets, takeover accelerators. The final, okay, hold on, let's go through this.
Yeah.
Takeover tokens are used to unlock new takeovers and takeover abilities. Overall, there are 44 takeovers and 11 takeover abilities in 2K26, consolidated to be around half of 2K25's total, so that each one is more impactful. All levels of new takeovers are instantly available to you and do not need to be unlocked. Takeover presets allow you to change which takeover you have equipped between games without exiting to the MyPlayer menu. Takeover accelerators speed up how quickly you fill your takeover meter. The final reward is custom takeover. This allows you to design your own takeover from scratch, choosing the targeted attributes that are boosted and pairing that with any takeover ability your build can use. Takeover rewards only need to be unlocked once, and progress is shared across saves. Interesting. Custom takeovers. Let me know what y'all think. I'm already kind of getting some glitchy ideas in my head, I'm not gonna lie. Build specialization. We talked about this, but let's see if there's any more details in here.
I'm not gonna lie, with all this, do you guys genuinely think they're doing too much and putting so much where it's like super overwhelming? Or is it just enough so like everybody can possibly, because like I do actually enjoy when people have different builds, bro. Like I feel like the last, especially, I mean, let's be honest, every 2K damn near, there's always gonna be like really 2 builds people are going to choose from, whether if it's a guard or a big man. We usually know that. But it was at a point in 2K where at least a good percentage of the community if you match up with somebody on the park, right, they'll have different mod players. It's like you're literally playing different NBA type of, you know what I'm saying, builds and stuff, and that's actually how it should be. So I feel like them doing this is actually giving the opening the gate to having more options and more different, you know what I'm saying, dynamics of players that can be possibly, you know, created throughout this stuff. So, I mean, it's like it can either go really, really bad or really good. I don't think there's anything in between, because I just don't want them to continue putting all this stuff in that people are really not going to care to look at, and it's just going to be so overwhelming. You're going to be like, whoa, hold on, what the fuck? Oh, no, I thought I was tripping for a second. I thought this says that you're going to have a change, because I skim read it. Bro, I thought where my mouse is pointing at, it says you're going to be able to have 100 3-point shot. I'll be like, GG's, the game ain't lasting over a week.
New in NBA 2K26 build specialization quest lines allow you to enhance your MyPlayer's potential in a specific skill area. For each save, you can pick one of 5 areas to specialize in. Okay, so I was right. He did say you can pick one of the 5. Finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive, rebounding. Each area features 9 unique quests that test your abilities in that speciality. If you choose the shooting quest line, for example, your second quest will be make 100 3-point or mid-range shots. Your mastery will earn you rewards tailored to each skill area, including skill boosts, unique apparel and cosmetics, new archetype names, cap breakers for that skill area, and permanent max +1 and max +2 bad bursts. So yeah, the cap breakers from these build specialization quests are only for that skill area. Okay. Whether you want to extend your primary skill to be even stronger or round out your secondary skills, build specialization is a new way to make your MyPlayer even better. More impactful cap breakers. Cap breakers are evolving. In 2K25, each cap breaker raised an attribute by 1 point. Most players in the community choose to make their best attributes even better rather than addressing their weaknesses. In 2K26, each cap breaker will still raise your highest rated attribute, which I feel like, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like most people are still going to put it on their strengths to push their strengths even higher. But we'll see. In 2K26, each cap breaker will still raise your highest rated and strongest attributes by 1 point, but if you choose to apply them to a lower rated attribute, you will see greater boosts. For example, we already talked about this. Remember, cap breakers have a few restrictions to ensure a balanced gameplay experience. A cap breaker can be applied to each attribute a maximum of 5 times. You can use a cap breaker on an attribute up to its max potential rating allowed by your build height, weight, and wingspan, which is shown in the MyPlayer builder while allocating your attribute potential. You must progress an attribute category to its max potential before applying a cap breaker. Same rules as last year. Cap breakers can be earned from build specialization quests, season rewards, rep rewards, and some other ways that we can't talk about just yet. Okay, so you can get them from the build specialization like we saw. Season rewards, rep rewards, so that is the same as 2K25, and then some other ways. So how many cap breakers are we gonna have? It could get crazy this year. I ain't gonna lie. It could get really crazy. Rebirth. There are multiple tiers of Rebirth in 2K26, allowing you to carry over more progress from your existing saves than ever before. Silver Rebirth, unlock that 90. We talked about this. You get badge progression by 10%, and then automatically get your badges to silver. As you reach 95 overall across new saves, you will unlock Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth. These new tiers of Rebirth automatically upgrade your badges to its respective tier once attribute requirements have been met. Coming up next, we'll detail the all-new enhancements and features available in my team. This is a courtside report you won't want to miss. Stay tuned. Listen, this is the NBA 2K26 official MyPlayer Builder reveal. If you missed out on the 2K26 gameplay reveal, click that video on the screen right there. I break down everything you need to know. Definitely go.
Hey, man. Shout out to Joe Knows, man, for the breakdown. It's very detailed. We're going to have to see some gameplay. We're going to have to see some things that, you know, people are going to want to, you know, that we all want to see. I mean, it sounds great, but the thing is, just like was said in the video, is 2K going to actually execute?